Good morning, Honors Chem. It's our first kitchen chemistry experiment today. And the job today is to figure out the percent yield of carbon dioxide from this reaction. So we are reacting baking soda and vinegar, which means that we are reacting sodium hydrogen carbonate and acetic acid or hydrogen acetate to get CO2, H2O, and sodium acetate. Before we begin, however, I do want to let you know that there will be experimental error involved in this. If we were doing this at school today, we would be using 1 molar acetic acid. I don't have that in my house. I have vinegar, which is 5% acetic acid, meaning 5 milliliters of acetic acid to 100 milliliters of solution. We haven't studied percent solutions yet, so we just have to pretend that this is really the acetic acid we would have in the laboratory. I'm starting off with 10 grams of my baking soda. The idea is we want the baking soda to be the limiting reactant, and we want our vinegar to be excess. And we're going to add our vinegar to our baking soda until the reaction is complete. The carbon dioxide, of course, will be released as a gas. Now we're going to gently swirl until the reaction is complete. You can also use a household spoon. Add some more vinegar. And looks like we might be reaching the end of the reaction. We're getting very little amount of bubbling to occur. And even if we have not used up all of our baking soda, like I said, there is experimental error involved in this. We are just going to pretend like we have reached the end of the reaction. Because it's about the calculations, guys. It's not really about whether or not we've done it right today. It's about practicing how to do percent yield. So now we're going to mass cup 1 again. And the difference in the mass will be and I've got to remember to change it to grams. We now have 110. 110. So, if you notice, we have 89 and 10 grams. The one thing that I don't have accounted for here is that the cup has a mass of 15 grams. So involved in here, we have our cup, our vinegar, our baking soda. Now this reaction still has to follow the law of conservation of mass. So if this is the product, along with the fact that the mass of the cup is 15 grams, where's our missing mass? The missing mass is your carbon dioxide. Use that as your actual mass. Calculate how much theoretically in grams of carbon dioxide should have formed. Calculate your percent yield of carbon dioxide and then send it to me. That's all for today. Have fun with it, guys.